Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for watching this video. um, I am here today to show you about my kitchen, and to show you how to keep a minimalist kitchen, and some of the tips that I use in my kitchen just so it looks clean and neat at all times. And this is a very small kitchen, but it works and it has everything that I need in this tiny little space. I have been in this place now for about 2 months. I moved from a country, and we've been here now for the past 2 months. I really like this small size from my old house. It's a very tiny kitchen, but it's a big difference from my old kitchen, which was, I think, maybe 4 times as big as this kitchen. But it is a bit of a refresh to just keep in this tiny little space and know that everything I need is in this tiny little space, and it's even easier to clean and keep clean. So I'm going to start with the very first point on how I keep my kitchen clean. I like clear worktops. I keep very minimum clear worktops, and this is purposeful because when you have nothing on your worktops, it always looks clean, it always looks smart, and it looks like the whole house is clean, especially when your kitchen is right by the entrance, which is like mine. We are in the northern part of Johannesburg, so this apartment is quite small, and this is our very first apartment for me and my husband before we moved to Europe. But anyways, um, the very first point is keep your countertops clear and clear of clutter. Put maybe something that you know you always reach for, or something that you know is also decorative and useful. So something multi-purpose for me is what I like. So starting from here, this is the area where the fridge should be. I don't have my fridge as yet. I'm still buying that. I believe in buying something that I love and something that I want to have in this space, and I'm willing to wait for it. So obviously the space right now is empty, and on the walls I have a clock which is just minimal. The whole wall is empty, but otherwise very minimal. So just a clock. On this side here, I only have my dishwasher right now. In this dishwasher there is dirty dishes, but I've also taught my kids to always put their dirty dishes in the dishwasher, not in the sink. Coming to the sink, my sink is always dry. That is one thing about me. I love my sink to be dry and clear of dirty dishes. And even if we drink water or we splash water in it, I just make sure that I make sure to wipe it clean and always keep the drips of water away. On my windowsill there, I just have artificial plants, and I just, for some reason, I gravitated to pink, so I wanted to be a little bit girly in my design and go for pink in my kitchen. So yeah, bear with that. We don't know how long that's gonna last for, but anyways, we'll see. At the same time, I have grown a green thumb, and it looks like all my plants that I am mothering are surviving. So I have decided to mother some more plants. So I have propagated some plants here that I've just kind of found from friends and family. So I have about 7 plants here that I'm waiting for them to kind of propagate and root so that I can pot them. I have no clue what they're called, but I do love green plants. I'm not a flower type of girl, so I do love like your, what do you call this, tubular, I don't know what you call them. They look like aloe. I actually have an aloe here, so I'm waiting for them to root so that I can propagate them and plant them. Coming on this side, I have my, this is my minimal kitchen I guess worktop things I'd leave on my worktop, and these are the things I really love and I cherish. This I keep my oil in it. I mean, always try and be different from everybody else. Bring a little bit of snazzy into your kitchen, and this is how I like to buy um, vintage stuff, or I go to charity shops and I just use things that I feel like will be useful in my kitchen or might be multi-purpose in my kitchen. I think this is actually supposed to be a wine decanter, but I use it for my oil and I love it. It looks nasty. Every time people walk into my house, they ask, "What's that?" And it's just interesting to explain that to people. I have my wooden spoons here and just some of my special spoons. I have my spoons here that my husband bought me when we got married, and these are now old. They're old. And then I bought some wooden spoons. One other tip I will always give you is that never use. I bought wooden spoons. I think there were three of them in a pack, so I bought 4 packs, just so it could be a lot of them in this, then rather than for them to look like this. This looks cheap. This looks it looks boring. But if it's like that, it looks very rich and it looks so full. So always, live to the fullest. If you're not going to do it, rather do not do it at all. But if you're going to do it, go all the way. So on this pot here, the same pot as well, the pink pot, I did just put my wooden spoons, and this is a spoon rest that I bought when we went to Portugal summer holidays 2019 with my family. We went to Portugal, so I just bought something that reminds me of that holiday. So this is from Praia da Rocha, which is a lovely beach in Portugal. I also have a cutting board. I use that quite a lot, and I have this one. This is mainly for decorative purposes because I hardly touch it or use it to cut anything. I think it's actually used as a cheese board because it's quite small in size, but otherwise I do like to place my oil there. Obviously this is my hood and you know how it is. And coming on to that side, I actually have absolutely nothing on this end, and that's just how I like to keep it. So we are off from the countertops, and this is what you will see. Just a plain kitchen, but nevertheless it looks quite clean, it looks neat. And then if you just go up the drawers at the top here, or the cupboards, I do keep my toaster. I'm one of those people that like to use my toaster and put it away because it just looks like clutter on the worktops, so I try not to keep that on top. And we are just 3 people in my house. It's just me and my kids, so we do have just cups. I like to have a lot of everything, but I just try to minimize it, I guess. So we have these cups here, and we have that set of cups there, and then we have these cups here, and I love using this cup. This is like our everyday cup. I just don't know what it is, but I just think it's the clearness of the clear glass. I don't know, but it is a set of 6, and we usually use these cups. At the top there we have more of our saving glass cups. These are my wine glasses because I'm getting into the wines and all of that, so I do love that. They are stemless wine glasses. I think they're neat. I think they're snazzy. These ones were actually very cheap. I bought them in I think it's Pep here. So they were quite a good price, and I just thought they were quite different, and I love the emerald green that they are. Otherwise I do have all of this area for my cups. As I mentioned, I like having a lot of everything, so I bought 2 sets of these, just so, because people people usually use this quite a lot in the house. When I do have visitors, they use those a lot, so I just kind of like to have a lot of everything just so everybody has enough. So this is the first cupboard, and that's where we keep our cups. Above the stove here, I just have a few decorative pieces. I have the prayer there, and I have artificial plants, and I have a scenery picture there. I love small little art pieces, and this one looks like a, what do you call it, uh, a watercolored paint. At the top there, I do have my serving dish. It's just one of them there. It actually bothers me that it's there. I have to do something with that. But seeing that it's just 2 months in this house, so I better give myself some time. In the second cupboard, I do have my wine or my drinks. And I plan to fill all of this with my wine and drinks. A few decorative pieces again, and I try and keep everything not too squashed up. Just have enough for what you need, really. At the top there, I have my iron and I don't know, this is miscellaneous stuff, really. But otherwise, I like to keep my kitchen like this. And cleaning is another part of, keeping your kitchen neat, because and when everything looks clean, it always is more inviting to the eye, and it always just looks like a happy place. So at the bottom there, I just have my rug. I bought this in, I want to say Sheet Street, I think it's called. Yeah, Sheet Street. I don't know. Yeah, but otherwise, in my drawers, the usual stuff that is just the spoons, and this is all we need for my family, because remember, we're just 3 people. But when we do have visitors, I do have another set that I bring out. But otherwise, this is our daily set that we use, our salad spoons, our steak knives, things like that. In the second drawer, I keep my towels. I don't have a lot. I need a lot, like I say, like, and we have the sieves, and I keep my watch, and I keep my lip balm. If you're anything like me and your lips go dry very fast, you want these things everywhere. And I keep my house keys and stuff like that in my pouch there. In this drawer. Now, this drawer is a bit confusing for me, because I've learned that there's load shedding in South Africa. So we are ready, I guess, for now. And I've heard there's some other alternatives that are even better and safer for the house. So we're going to go and get something for that. I usually keep my eggs in here. As you can see, we're out of eggs. So Diana needs to get shopping for the kids. At the bottom drawer there, I just keep an extra set of teacup that I got as a gift, and I don't care much for it, but anyways, I just put it away, and it's not within the colors that I usually gravitate to. At the bottom of the sink, the same usual stuff. I need to kind of get this organized, and at the bottom there, I have surplus veggies. And then coming to this side of the kitchen, just underneath this worktop, I have my dishes. As I mentioned, I gravitated a lot to pinks, so I have those dishes there, and I bought these racks, and I think this is a very good idea for storing your plates upright. These I got at some shop in Northgate, and I bought 2 of them because I have 2 sets of plates. So I wanted my kitchen to be really neat, for everything not to be hitting against each other, and for my plates to stand on their own. And as you can see, again, it's minimal, and it's exactly what we need for my house. I have this serving dish for salads, and I have bowls, and I have just plastic cups for my kids when they need to grab a cup for drinks or anything like that. And we only have 2 of this, and I like how minimal it is. And obviously the theme pink and gray is what we were going for, and I just try and keep this as minimal as it is, and my kids know where everything is, so my house is never really messed up. So in this drawer here, we have bread. I do have a kettle, but I choose to put it away every after use. And I have some milk, some veggies again, just something to this is an overflow of my pantry. And talking about my pantry, I have my pantry right here. So my pantry, when I got back, I realized there were no pantry shelves, so I went to Builders, and I got my pantry shelves cut out, and I just came in and I installed them back again just to keep it nice. So I have about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shelves in my pantry, which is enough. So at the top there, I do keep my pots and oven trays and baking trays and things like that. I like it this way. Everything in there works very good for me and my family, so that is enough. And if we come down to the second level, I have this wooden tray that I bought from a thrift store, and this works well for me. I put my spices in there, and at the back there I have my sauces and things like that. So this is a sauce drawer and my cooking, I don't know, extravaganza drawer. And I also keep my fruits away from my countertops. I prefer to keep them here because my kids can reach for them and come and eat them. Yes, they're out of the fridge, and my kids do not like cold apples, so I've learned that, and I keep them at room temperature in the pantry. Going down to the second level, the third level of my pantry, these are all my salt, sugar, milk, things like that, and cereals for the kids, and rice, and mainly cereals, and I guess you'd call it sugar and salt. And I keep this towel roll here when my kids finish with anything in the water to do with water, or they need to wipe their mouth or anything like that, they come and grab it here. So my kitchen is very small, but it is so multi-purpose, and everything is in the same little space, so it is productive enough, and it gives you everything that you would need in the kitchen. Going down from there, we have this drawer. Okay, this drawer is kind of throwing me off right now because I meant to put tea and coffee and things to put pertaining to beverages, which I don't have enough of right now. But otherwise, I do have knickknacks for my kids, which I plan to buy some containers for, and I have an overflow of that rice and popcorn. So this drawer is kind of being a throw all drawer or shelf at the moment. So until later time, we'll get there. Remember, it's only been 2 months in this kitchen, so we'll get there. The last bottom drawer has things like sodas for my son. He likes a lot of sodas. I do like them here and there. My daughter does not touch soda. She doesn't touch any juices. She just drinks pure water and milk. So she's never touched sodas in her life. And she just doesn't gravitate to them because she hears that they bubble up in your mouth, so she's scared of that. So I guess it's a good thing, I guess. And then at the back there, I have bottles of, I think it's Oros, yeah, Oros. And I keep my pop milli meal in there, and I keep more rice in there, and I have my lemons at the top there, and I have cooking oil. And then obviously we have this bin here for my bags. When I finish with my shopping, I can always come and put my bags in here. So as you can see, my pantry carries everything that we will need, and it works for us. Not that I don't have a fridge in my house. I do have a fridge, and I do have a deep freezer just underneath my stairs there. And this will have to travel somewhere eventually when I get the fridge, and I can put the deep freezer away. So guys, this is the whole kitchen that I have. This is my kitchen, and it has been working so well. So if any tip you take away from here is try and put everything away, declutter, your kitchen, put everything away that it doesn't need to be seen unless it's decorative and it's also multi-purpose, like my oil, and it also looks very good, and it's actually something I use and reach for every single day. But otherwise, try and keep your counters really, really clear, and try and put your toaster. That's another thing. Your toaster, your kettle do not need to be in eyesight. It doesn't need to be seen. It needs to be used. So once you use it, put it away, and it's safe and tucked away. But otherwise, and another tip is keep your sink very, very clean. Like, let nothing be in your sink, not even a drop of water. Wipe it off and, put it away, put your dishcloths away. As you can see there, I only have one dishcloth, and I hardly touch it because I have other dishcloths that are under the sink unit there, and I guess that's just decorative, and I even don't like it because it's too bright for me. I couldn't find the right pink. I couldn't find the right pink. But otherwise, the pantry works amazingly for us. And so I would like to say thank you so much for coming to my channel. And I know I haven't been around for a while, but as you can see, I'm in a different continent, different country. A lot of things, 1,000 things have changed in my life, and I couldn't be more happier. I'm really happy to be back home and to be back in the sun. So I hope you like my kitchen, and I hope you subscribe as well, so that we can be a family and we can share better homes advice and tips. Thank you so much for joining me, guys. I love you. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.